Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Durant. Jokic is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Doncic in at the 2 spot.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
To the middle. Floats it up for James. And stolen by Tatum. All going up court. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
And that one's good by LeBron.
And no one's going to ever claim that the All-Star Weekend is about defense. And we got a taste of that right there.
Here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Pass break. Here comes the West. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Tatum on the wing. Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the West. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Now, here's Lillard, and he makes that one.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And that's a foul. Called on Shai. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Mitchell, he's checked in for Trae Young.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star. That's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And here is Irving, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Outside for Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Lillard misses. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
The East trail by 3. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Brown is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And there. There's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. So the West ends up going with the new group. The 3, and there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Brown. Lillard's got 5 points so far. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. KD looking around. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brown with it. He's picked up by KD. Brown dishes to Lillard. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Embiid with a screen on LeBron. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. Jalen Brunson comes in for Damian Lillard. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. James against Brown. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the West hit again from deep.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Brunson. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
James looking it over. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Out to Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Mitchell. No good from outside. Puts up a 3, and the West hit again from deep.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the West. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the court for the West All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Jokic. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. The West leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Doncic, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. No good with the triple. So it's the West now. Durant kicks to Jokic. Jokic shoots over the perimeter defense.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The East making a switch. Young's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Mitchell kicks to Young. Floats one up. It's rebounded by the West. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Irving dishes to Davis. Outside Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Young against Morant. Kicks it out to Leonard. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the West All-Stars.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Davis, three-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on. Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the East. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
This timeout is for everyone, except you fans. We're throwing shirts. Time to get loud.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Basket, good. Mitchell's got 7.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Doncic kicks to KD. Off target from three-point range.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Got that one up quick. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep. And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander from the arc. And James with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Young looking it over. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 10.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The East trail by 7. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And I'm going to have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
High post Young. The baseline J. And the call on the shot. Into the line. That's on LeBron James.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Joel Embiid comes in for Brown. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Donovan Mitchell. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Davis is checked in for Jokic. Sabonis comes in for LeBron. Leonard, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Doncic. The West leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 17 points in the game. And the basket by Curry.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Embiid with the screen on Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. George is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining.
Brunson against Curry. Puts it up from 12. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Tatum to the inside. Nice move. Embiid. And Davis sends it back.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Giannis comes in for George. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Young finds Antetokounmpo. Lots of room. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. And Davis, here we go. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, the long stride there gets Davis inside quickly, and the defense really unprepared to deal with him, and he gets to a shot.
It's Young on the wing. Tatum setting the pick for Young. To halt the run, Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard kicks to Davis, takes a 3, and the West hit again from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Embiid with the screen on Leonard. And here's Tatum for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's Curry outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Antetokounmpo passes to Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Tatum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. And we finished one half of basketball. West All-Stars out in front, leading by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, let's hear it for your arena entertainment. One more time, fans. Let's hear it.
And it's time to... Strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
They've got Embiid. Jason Tatum is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Young, and it's Lillard in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Kicks it out to James. And the West hit again from deep.
You know, LeBron's not really known for his quick trigger, but showing you right there that he does have catch-and-shoot ability.
Morant against Young. Here's Tatum. And Davis pulls it down.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The pass to Embiid. Blocker, Joel Embiid.
Boxing out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else he'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
And the shot goes in.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The East trail by 12. Young drives in, shoots over Morant, and it's Morant with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Young outside. He dishes it to Tatum. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. The rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young finds Lillard. Here's Tatum. Back to Lillard. And it's sent back by KD.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The first one falls.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jokic has checked in for Anthony Davis. Leonard comes in for LeBron. Stephen Curry's checked in for Doncic. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Morant. The East trail by 14. Giannis passes to Young. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 14 now for the West All-Stars. And here's Young. 14 points for him. There's Tatum's range on display.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Curry is inside. Covered by Lillard. Durant dishes to Leonard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Floats it up. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Young, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The East making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. The East with a fast break. Fires the 3. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket for Mitchell. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. The West making some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Jokic. James comes in for Kevin Durant. And Doncic is subbed in for Stephen Curry. The West leading by 9. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 22. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Mitchell against Davis. Sweet move. And Mitchell with a nice bucket inside. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Good on the three-point shot.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc. Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Out to Doncic. From downtown, East grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West. They've led by as many as 14 points. Good on the triple.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's what the East is going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Joel Embiid. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Damian Lillard.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly, the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
High post try. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket for Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to KD. Great look there, but off target. And so it's the West All-Stars enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Durant, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Butler in at the small forward.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
The West leading by 10. Outside Irving. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mitchell. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league. Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all. All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Jokic has checked in for Davis. James comes in for Butler. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And here's Young from the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. The West leading by 14. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And the shot goes down. That's 23 points for Luka Doncic.
Doncic give me the full package. Superstar for sure.
Mitchell right side. From outside the arc. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. He's got 29 points.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
James in the high post. Shoots over Brown. Again, the West All-Star.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Now a timeout called by the East.
Get on, fans. On the court, it's your Hype Squad.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Tatum. And Lillard subbed in for Mitchell. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Davis is checked in. The East trail by 15. 20 feet out. Lillard with the bucket.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Paul George, he's checked in for the East.
On the court.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the East. Young pass to Lillard. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Durant way outside. And the West hit again from deep.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
Embiid finds Lillard. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. Davis with some nice D. The West leading by 13. Here's James. LeBron James charging through contact.
Even when LeBron faces resistance, he just turns up the dial of intensity and gets it done.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and another 3 from the East.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the West hit again from deep.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Lillard dishes to Embiid. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Doncic. Stolen by George. Pass to Embiid. It's good.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
The West leading by 13. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Now a timeout called by the East. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Paul George. Jokic is checked in for the West. Kyrie Irving comes in for Luka Doncic. And Lillard kicks to Young. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Embiid, no good. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're up by 15. 1:49 left in the fourth. The West making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The West leading by 15. Down low. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Curry. 7 points for Kevin Durant.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Traps in the train.
Giannis constantly working on that outside shot, and you can see he's made progress.
Here's Tatum, and it's Tatum completing the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early...
Oh, epic move by LeBron.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Embiid with the screen on Durant. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, 2 out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
And he makes the first.
The constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. A credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
And Embiid drops them both. 1:03 left in the game. The West leading by 12. LeBron kicks to Sabonis. It's Curry outside. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Young outside. Fires from deep. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
The kick out to Irving. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Giannis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Drills the three-pointer.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Timeout called here by the West. They're going to talk it over. They're up by 6. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud, let them hear it. Make some noise.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Third team foul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the East All-Stars call time here. They're trailing by 8. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Tatum down low. Leonard's there. Giannis outside. And the 3 off target. The 3 from KD. Good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
We mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.